Once you redefine success on your terms, you are going to gain something that most people go their entire lives without: clarity, right? Knowing exactly what you want and why you want it is a superpower. The old business paradigm is crumbling before our eyes, and the world needs high-achieving entrepreneurs who are ready to break the mold. Welcome to the Epic AF podcast, where groundbreaking, paradigm-shifting change is the only option. If you're done with standard methods and you're ready to disrupt, then you are in the right place. I'm Kelly O'Neill, an award-winning brand strategist, visionary leader, and unapologetic entrepreneur. This podcast is more than a show. It's a hub for big thinkers, the disruptors, and those that are ready to shatter outdated expectations. Subscribe now, and let's rewrite the rules of entrepreneurship together. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Epic AF podcast. I am your host, Kelly O'Neill, and the Epic AF podcast is for visionary entrepreneurs and maverick market disruptors who are looking to shake up the status quo and create life on your terms. One thing to note is that our episodes this season are sequential, so we are going in order. So if this is not the first episode, or if this is the first episode that you're listening to, you're going to want to jump back to the beginning and start from there, because we are going to be taking you through a process. So on today's episode, we are going to be talking about creating and designing your life and business on your terms. Up until now, we've really been talking a lot about the Epic AF mindset, but now we are going to start transitioning to how we actually build this epic AF life and business. We are going to be talking about things like your purpose, your genius, and your desires. So without further ado, let's dive in. All right, so congratulations, you made it this far. You're still with me. Apparently, I have not scared you off yet. Some of you are probably very excited. You might even be binge listening to these episodes. I may have lost some of you. Some of you might be holding on tentatively, but that's okay. Hopefully, you are feeling that electric pulse of excitement, those butterflies in your stomach, signaling that you're on the verge of something big. Or maybe, just maybe, you're freaking the fuck out. And that's okay. Either way, wherever you are, it is perfect. But if that's the case, let's be clear. Freaking out is not helping you, right? It's the opposite of productive. So let's take a deep breath and revisit the previous chapters. And remember that worrying is nothing more than a prayer for chaos. It's like a rocking chair. It'll keep you busy, but you're just not going to get anywhere. All right. Instead, let's give your brain something better to focus on, something truly worthy of your time, energy, and your epic potential. Let's redefine success on terms that are truly yours. That's what I want to focus on today. I don't want to focus on what society tells you. I don't want to focus on what your family told you, the latest business trends, what your coach told you. I don't care about any of that. I want to know what you think about your life and what your epic looks like. Okay? So here's the truth about success as it's defined by society, right? It's broken, right? From day one, we were handed this blueprint for what success is supposed to look like, right? Like a solid job, a safe salary, a certain lifestyle with the 2.5 children, golden retriever, and picket fence. And of course, those arbitrary milestones that define making it. Right? I mean, I remember even when I got into business, all anybody cared about was getting to $1 million in revenue. Let me just tell you that getting to $1 million in revenue is not the hard part. Actually, keeping any money doing that, that's the challenge, right? That's the gift. But look, this model is nothing more than a one-size-fits-all straitjacket designed to keep you conforming, producing, and checking boxes. It does not care about your purpose. It does not care about your unique genius or your deepest personal desires. I remember when I got into business and I was probably about 5 years in, you guys, I kid you not, I used to think that I wanted a $10 million mansion with a helipad that looked like MTV Cribs, right? Literally, that is what I wanted. And now I live in my beautiful 2,500 square foot, perfect for me house that is my sanctuary of love and peace and filled with puppies and all the things I love. So really, like, our definitions change when we start to really figure out what it is that we want. And let's face it, like, if you're listening to this podcast, you're not here to check someone else's boxes. That's not the epic path that we're on. You're here to build a life and a business that actually means something to you, right? A life that integrates your passion and your purpose and your potential. That's what being epic is all about. It's completely unique to you. Okay, success in the epic world isn't measured by titles or revenue goals or social media followers. It's measured by alignment, right? It's measured by the intersection of your purpose, your genius gifts, and your personal desires. So let's define what your epic means for you, right? This is a question that only you can answer, because epic is not something that can be mapped out by a business guru or defined by a set of bullet points. I'm not going to tell you what your epic is here on this podcast. It is deeply personal, right? It's like a fingerprint, and it lives at the intersection of those three critical elements. Like, if you think of a Venn diagram, you guys know what a Venn diagram is, right? The circles, right? So if you think about like what your purpose is, the why behind everything you do, right? It's the intersection of your purpose, it's the intersection of your gifts, and it's the intersection of your desires. So your why, your purpose, is everything, like the reason you are here on this planet. Literally, some people think of it like that. I think of it like that. Why did you reincarnate? Why are you here? Like, what's the big why? What is the thing that is going to fuel you beyond temporary measures, numbers, money, recognition, all of the typical measurements of fame? What does that look like for you? The second thing that we're going to look at is your genius gifts. These are the natural talents, skills, and abilities that set you apart. These things are the things that come so easily to you that you might not even recognize that it's an exceptional talent, right? It feels like breathing, like you just do it naturally. And then the third thing is your personal desires. And this is the what that lights you up. It brings you joy. It makes you feel fully alive. This isn't about what you should want. It's about what you actually crave from life. And when you find where these three elements intersect, right, the Venn diagram, this is your epic. It's a vision of success that feels right to you because it's been built for you. You're building this for yourself. You came into the universe to do this. And unlike society's hollow definitions, it's fully aligned with who you really are at your core. So this clarity, it is your superpower. Once you've redefined success on your terms, you are going to gain something that most people go their entire lives without. Clarity, right? Knowing exactly what you want and why you want it is a superpower. It gives you a clear destination to aim for. It gives you a standard to measure, where every decision is measured against, right? Like, so it gives you that standard. And every time we go to make a decision or we ask, we're like, does this align with my epic? If the answer is yes, go for it. If it's not, no, right? And it also gives you a filter for who and what gets your time and energy. This clarity is going to keep you focused and steady and confident as you navigate your epic journey. So when you know what this success means to you, your distractions will start to lose their power. I mean, it really becomes as simple as that. You get up, life happens, you're like, is this in alignment with my epic? Yes, go. If not, no, right? You're no longer, it's like things that once would have made a difference to you, they no longer sway you, right? Like you're not swayed by the latest trends or tempted to follow paths just because someone else is or someone else told you to because they don't align. Instead, you've got a compass that's always going to point towards your true north. So here's what we're going to do next. I want you to define what epic means for you. Dig deep, right? Don't settle for shallow answers of what you think others want to hear. And especially if you've not broken that habit yet, I really want you to dive into this. Like this might even be something where you listen to this episode and then you go back and you get yourself into a quiet place where you really are free from distraction and you can just visualize it. I mean, this is your life, your business, and your vision. And so don't make it average, right? Make it epic. So one of the quotes that I love from Michelle Obama is, success is only meaningful and enjoyable if it feels like your own, right? So as I started to grow in my business, I noticed that I didn't want the McMansion anymore. I wanted the house that felt like me. When people walk into my home, they're like, oh my God, this is so you. Like this, it's like your brand. It's so you. They see the way that I live and the things that make meaning to me. It's funny. At the time I'm recording this, I'm actually single. And even when I go on dating sites, everyone says the same thing. I live here in Las Vegas. They're all foodies. They love to hike. They love to travel. They want to make sure you have TSA pre. Like, that's not what is my epic. My epic is being with my puppies and my friends on the lake. My epic is quiet. My epic is peace. My epic is anything to do with water. You've got to define your own epic. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to understand what your epic is for you. And let's start there.